Why would you pay thousands for therapy when DrainSim only costs $15? I got this game and then that was all I played that day, and then I finished all the content and got angry, because I want more. Man, I love stuff like this. The slowly making everything better process, especially if it's kinda brain dead. Then I can just relax and watch that water go down the drain. I say slowly making everything better, but it's really 30 minutes or less in most missions. So you can quickly see the feedback of what you do, like scraping the dirt from the drain. Grab the rake and scrape the dirt away, and you get a sound so good you feel it in the prostate. And you immediately see the water flood down the drain. And that's instant satisfaction from the feedback because of how good the water physics are and how good the water looks. Then you have more tools like the pumps, where you quickly move the water from one place to the other, and the monkey brain goes, oh. Or just use the squeegee and sweep the water into the drain. But that's where you get into the lamer part of the game, like you can clearly see the difference where a level starts fully flooded and then becomes not that. But I cannot see the effect of squeegeeing an area at all. It feels like it has no effect at all. The water level doesn't change where I swept. The pumps also have an issue where they sometimes create more water than they suck up, creating infinite water, which makes the level last longer than it has to. And can I please move the pumps without them getting unplugged from everything? That's probably the most annoying part about the game. Also, I'd like to be able to just shove the pump hose down the drain so the water just disappears down there. And it feels like the most reliable way to finish off an area is to just use the water vacuum, since that makes the water completely go away. All the other methods just do nothing when the water level is low. But it's early access and you expect stuff to not work super good. And it's just a dumb game where you unclog drains. It's not gonna be perfect. But actually, it's not dumb. It's somewhat smart. Because every level is a puzzle you solve. Take the forest, for example. You have to get water off the street, and to do that you can dig a hole in some dirt so the water can flow away, or pump it off into the forest. But there is a constant flow of water into street too. So you have to put up inflatable water barriers to stop it. And there is one drain, but the water level is too high, so you can't dig the dirt away from it with a shovel. Personally, I think you should be able to scrape the dirt with a shovel or something else when you're underwater, but whatever. You have to lower the water to be able to get to the drain by diverting it all to the forest and probably drowning a lot of squirrels and bunnies. These puzzles are not complicated. The solution is usually obvious. Just scrape the drain or grab a wrench to stop a pipe leakage. Or pump water away. But you have to at least think a little bit, and that makes it more engaging. But then you have the church, and the game changes. You are preparing for a flood, no longer just chilling out draining some water. A dam is gonna break and you want to reduce the flooding to the church as much as possible. You have 10 minutes, so you rush to put up water barriers and dig a path and place pumps so the water will go back into the waterway. And by the way, for specifically that part, it would be a good idea if you could just throw the hose down there instead of having to jump down. Then you clean the drains at the church below so water will drain if it gets there. This is now a water disaster simulator requiring quick planning and thinking, and then you actually see the dam break, and it is a massive wave. And of course I don't stop it all, but my brain goes, how can I stop it all? It's now a great challenge I want to beat, and even those chill levels are also challenges to beat, because of the time challenges, finishing the level fast enough to get 5 stars. So you start optimizing how you beat the levels and finding creative solutions to do it faster, and buying better equipment. It's a really fun and satisfying process. Every mission gives you money to buy equipment and vehicles. Also, there's a story in the game, and it's one of the better game stories I've seen. Seriously. The government is incompetent in dealing with a flood that's happening to the city, so some random guy, called Plunger Guy, just goes out and starts dealing with it himself, and does it really well. Now that's a good story. It's true to real life and sends the good message of working to improve your community. It's delivered through a radio host, so just a voiceover. It's mostly just a description of Plunger Guy's actions in the last level and the flooding in the next level, and it's delivered well. DrainSim is an extremely enjoyable and satisfying game. It completely hijacked my brain, and life has been a bit stressful lately, and this game has been exactly what I needed. A really relaxing and satisfying game. Just as the water goes down the drain, so does your stress and all that negativity in your body. Feels good, man. It's early access and has its problems, and I've mentioned the ones that bothered me the most. But from what I've seen, the dev is putting the most work into fixing performance issues and bugs with the tools and the levels, so it will only get better with time. I have thoroughly enjoyed the levels that are here, and I can't wait for more. This is great. It's better than Power Washing Simulator. That game can get tedious, but this one doesn't at all. Going into this, I thought it would be fun goofing off for an hour, but I've played 12 hours so far and enjoyed every minute. I recommend the game. It has become my absolute favorite game to play when I just want to chill. And I give the game a Pump Mark IV out of a Sightlight. Like, seriously, who uses this? It should be changed so that when you place it, the light faces away from you, instead of at you, because I don't like getting flashbanged, and that way you actually point the thing at what you want to light up, instead of the exact opposite way. Maybe then I'd use it more. Next game is something probably somewhat old or really new. Depends on scheduling. Finding time for games with friends is hard in your 30s. Until then, like and subscribe, call me Uncle Brian, and have an awesome day.